That's a big game, because psychology will have you sitting on the lounge watching Netflix, jerking off, and motivation on the other end of the spectrum will have you overtraining. So you got to.
So guys just brought me along for another run because that's what he's like, and of course he's come up with an idea, and the idea is to do some frog jumps for 40 meters.
Trying to do the Hunter McIntyre technique.
He's trying a few things, trying to stay low and conserve energy and just see whether that works for him. And I said that I would video him and see if it works for him.
Be gassed by the time you got here too.
Yeah.
So I probably should try the split technique. I do like that momentum.
Well, that could be a tactic too. Just go with the energy level you have, and resting, trying the resting routine with no load on all fours. How's that feel when you stay in that crouch?
It's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hunter.
10 meters to go. Here's the finish line. Across the line, 40 meters. All right, mate, give us your appraisal besides your stuff.
Well, two things. That's half of the distance in the high rocks. It was also, we've only been running zone 2 for 4K to get here. Look at my heart rate. So I did the double jumps and only did the one rest because I was fresh. So in reality, in a minute 30 I did. I'm not going to do 3 minutes on the day.
Yeah.
She's going to take more rest, and it's double the distance. So, but yeah, if you can do, I wonder if we can get down to like 3:30 for 55, 59 dudes.
Yeah.
It's probably all right, but
all right.
A bit of work to be done.
Always. So we just did about 500 meters at 4-minute K pace, which has toasted me over the top. But Guy just wants to see how the level of effort increases from the elevated heart rate straight into these burpee broad jumps. As you can tell by my breathing, my effort level is showing my fitness. Okay, talk us through it.
I was only 7 seconds slower than the one we did off the back of the zone 2 running, because what I noted after doing the first one was my heart rate was zone 2, and that was my first interval. It felt quite uncomfortable. So coming off the 4-minute Ks, the heart rate was already elevated, so I was able to just slot in to a rhythm for the burpees, and it was consistent, didn't need a rest. I was sitting on that threshold point. So probably lesson there is zone 2 is good to support that higher end work, but you still got to do some threshold work and some VO2 work, to be uncomfortable and work in that zone that you're going to be racing in.
I suppose the question is how much?
How much, yeah. And so that's where a good coach comes in. Paying attention to your recovery, listening to yourself and your body and not your ego, and just, training how your body tells you to train. That's a big game, because psychology will have you sitting on the lounge watching Netflix, jerking off, and motivation on the other end of the spectrum will have you overtraining. So you got to find that happy medium.
Or potentially could have you rattling on into a fucking camera and resting.
And just, not running.
Right.